Hello, BookTube, and welcome to this coffee break. Look, please, don't be alarmed that we haven't started with my usual landscape therapy clips. I know you like them. I was going to wait until I was able to film something, but that's getting trickier now that the nights are getting longer and the days getting shorter, and I felt it was more important because of what I plan to say right now, to be timely. But next time I do a coffee break, I promise I will have some scenery. By now, I imagine that my regular viewers will have grown accustomed to the reality that is Heather Reads, which is that I pretty much do my own thing, don't I? BookTube events, they come, they go. I sometimes comment on them. Now and again, I might even read a book that happens to fit the criteria, but it's all a bit random, isn't it? And then recently, a challenge that I set myself in April has been successfully completed. I'm so excited. Please watch out on Sunday for my video about Watership Down because I'm so happy that I finally did complete it. Okay, so having put that behind me, now I've got this real hankering for something that will challenge me. And by good fortune, I have learned about the Read What You Own challenge. Thanks very much to Criminoli, by the way. Shout out to you for spreading the word. I think it's great, not only because I really need to be more frugal. I spend too much on books, but also I own so many books that have been ignored for years, literally years, and I got to change that. So what am I going to do? I am pledging myself from the 1st of November 2023, that's tomorrow, until the 31st of October 2024, that I will not purchase any new books or any new ebooks during that period. Now, let's talk about numbers, right? Because you need some kind of benchmark. If I look back at the period from 1st of April, which is when I started this channel, until now, I have read 30 books. And 30 divided by 7 months, you get just over 4 books per month. And that's about right. I'm not a fast reader, and I don't get as much time as other people do to read, so 4 books a month is fine. That works out at 48 books over the 12-month period. So what I'm going to try to do is notch that up a bit to a nice round 50. So I'm aiming to read 50 books over that challenge period. Now, I've been watching other people's challenge videos. Roy Reads Anything in particular. Roy, you just made me laugh about as much as Dr. Jenny did throughout that video. All the little provisions that you're making for those books that you're just going to have to buy during that time. Okay, but you made me think, right? You made me think because I thought, you know what? I can't have no loopholes or I'll go crazy. I know I will. So I have allowed myself this. When the person who watches television goes into a bookshop and I am with them, and naturally I will go into the bookshop, I will browse. If I feel that I just cannot resist temptation, that I must buy something just for the joy of it, what I've allowed myself for the 12 months is, wait for it, hold hand up to the camera so you witness it, four wild card books. In other words, like a deck of cards, I can cash in these coupons for 4 books throughout the year, but no more than 4. And so I'm going to have to play that really, really carefully. Let's see how I go. Okay. So what else? Well, I won't make any rule about books that might be loaned to me by friends or colleagues, or books that I might get as gifts, because I just don't think that that's going to be enough to really count as one thing or another. However, in my challenge rules, library books are not forbidden, and that's because I feel it's so important right now to support my local library. I've mentioned before that it's volunteer run, but it very narrowly escaped being closed as part of some county-wide closures. And, you know, dedicated people came forward and are giving up their time to keep it going. And because I can't volunteer right now because I'm working, the best way I can help keep that library open is by keeping the footfall and the borrowing statistics really healthy. To be truthful, I could probably do a Read What You Borrow challenge and just get 50 books out from the library, but it would be really nice to get to know my messy book stacks better. So I have set myself a minimum TBR list of fiction and non-fiction titles which must be read during the challenge. Okay, so here are my fiction titles. The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead. Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. Girl, Woman, Other by Bernardine Evaristo. Half a Yellow Sun by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Another Country by James Baldwin. And The 7 Moons of Mayali Almeida by Shehan Karunatillaka. I knew I would mess up on that name. I was rehearsing it before I got on. Karunatillaka. Oh, let's see if I can do a better job with my non-fiction TBR list. Here it is. So we have got Africa is Not a Country by Dipo Fayoyin, Natasha's Dance, A Cultural History of Russia by Orlando Figes, A Line in the Sand by James Barr, 1812, Napoleon's Fatal March on Moscow by Adam Zamoyski, Why Read the Classics by Italo Calvino, and The United States of Anger by Gavin Esler. And just one last thing. I am currently reading 3 library books. Yeah, 2 paper, 1 ebook. They were taken out before I decided I was going to do the challenge. Now, it may be pushing what I can do, but I've decided not to count these as part of my 50 for the 12-month challenge period. So it means that I'm really aiming to complete 53 books in reality between now and the 31st of October. Man, I was excited before I made this announcement, and now I'm really buzzing with that kind of attacking energy. So I'm going to go do the sensible thing. I'm going to go edit this video, get it up and posted, and then I'm going to go read. Yeah? Thanks for checking out this coffee break, BookTube. I hope you have a great reading month, and to all those who are taking part in the challenge, good luck. I hope you meet all your goals. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.